Spirit is a story about a man's inner strength, the blazing fire he's born with that the world will try its hardest to put out. Although Spirit is born into a beautiful paradise, the movie really starts when the idyllic life of the herd is interrupted by a group of soldiers camping nearby. The men there greet him with this strange mix of reverence and lust for power.
Man, look at that stallion, it's beautiful.
Deeply admiring Spirit, but wanting to control him for that very reason.
Come on, boys, let's go!
In a lot of other movies, we only get these very short, pure glory shots of the animal. I mean, it's only 15 seconds long in Lion King, and it's one of my favorite parts. But Spirit gives us entire scenes with very little dialogue, just dedicated to admiring the speed, strength, grace, and vigor of this awesome creature. So when he decides to protect his tribe by leading the men away and is ultimately overwhelmed, it makes us feel sick to see him captured and enslaved.
I was scared, and I didn't know what was going to happen to me. But at least my mother and the herd were safe.
As they drag Spirit to the military fort, bucking all the way, think about what the movie is telling a young boy.
Don't judge a thing till you know what's inside it. Don't push me out.
You should be so full of blazing inner fire that the world should have to struggle with all its might to put you out. Here we meet our main villain, the Colonel, a man obsessed with control and dominance.
Sergeant,
Yes, sir.
tie this horse to the post. No food or water. 3 days.
Yes, sir.
After 3 days of deprivation, Spirit lacks the physical strength to resist, and our villain parades him around,
Move along, Mustang.
regaling us with his worldview, that, in essence, all men can be broken.
You see, gentlemen, any horse can be broken.
But as his speech concludes, Spirit dredges up his last bit of strength to throw him off. And I'm amazed by just how seriously older children's movies conveyed these very intense masculine ideals. I mean, look at this.
Soldier! Secure that horse!
Our protagonist standing defiant with a pistol in his face. As a boy watching this, I'm being told that your dignity as a man is so important it's worth dying for. His fellow prisoner, Little Creek, feels the same way, using Spirit to risk a daring escape. Now, in the second act of the story, Spirit remains a prisoner, offered more freedom and dignity by the Lakota tribe, but captive nonetheless.
Steady. I'm not going to hurt you.
And so Little Creek becomes an interesting parallel to the Colonel. He's kind and gentle,
There you go. That feels better now, doesn't it?
but also unable to give up the idea that he can conquer Spirit.
Today, I will ride you.
And so, after many failed attempts, we ultimately have this scene between them, which is something we rarely see between two men. This clear-eyed humility,
I'm never gonna ride you, am I?
recognizing in Spirit a strength even beyond his own.
And no one ever should.
There's almost nothing more difficult for a man than to look another man in the eyes
You can go.
and admit you see in them a strength even beyond your own. Now, just as Spirit seizes his freedom, the Lakota village is attacked by the Colonel's men. Although Spirit saves Little Creek, the woman he loves is wounded. So, refusing to leave her side, Spirit is captured one last time, and we enter the third act of the story. Here we find out Spirit is not invincible. Even for this masculine ideal, this mythical hero, there's a certain amount of misery that eventually makes the world feel like such a dark and hostile place that we just stop fighting it, and our inner fire goes out. And once that happens, it's easy to forget we ever had that fire in the first place.
There's not a road I know
But what's unique about these myths, these stories of our ideals, is that they demand from us the absolute most that a human being can give. So Spirit gets one train ride to indulge and surrender, and then he's expected to begin to build back up the fire within himself.
Yeah, you're a soldier now, fighting in a battle.
I think something very dangerous has happened to our generation in the absence of stories like this.
Come on now. It'll be all right. Come on. That's.
We've become so disconnected from the sacredness of life, our own and that of others, that we've decided there's not always something worth fighting for. But as myth used to tell us in no uncertain terms, so long as a single living being still suffers, we just don't get to give up. I know it's a lot to ask of men, to defend your own inner fire from your enemies, from friends you're afraid to trust, and even from yourself, then to risk it all over again and again, for someone else. But as we've known forever, and tried to teach to young boys in our myths, our connections, our duty to others,
Take care of her. Spirit, who could not be broken.
are the very thing that forges our fire in the first place.
You